Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we're discussing the Patek Philippe Nautilus Moonphase. This is reference 5712/1A-001. It is the 5712 in steel with integrated bracelet, a watch that is just as fine as the 5711, but maybe more of a connoisseur's piece. It's not quite the pop culture Instagram sensation that its more conventional brother is. This is a watch that's a little bit more back catalog and appeals to a, perhaps, shall we say, more deep-seated watch taste. This is for the collector who perhaps has gotten over the 5711 hype. So the watch is 40 millimeters in diameter by 8.5 millimeters thick. From lug to lug, it's 46 millimeters across the wrist. And really what I'm measuring is the end links here. Since no one's going to take this off the bracelet, I'm not measuring just the case. The end links are going to be there whether you wear it on a strap or a bracelet, so I measure them from side to side. That is 46. Unlike, for example, the 5990, 5980, or the 5726 annual calendar, this watch wears like the 5711, which means it has more of a feeling of delicacy, a thinner feel and look to it. It's not chunky. It doesn't feel like the offshore to the Royal Oak that the chronographs and the annual calendars are to the 5711. Now, this watch is easy to wear on my wrist. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference. You can see that the bracelet splays out on each side, so I think even if your wrist is 13.5 centimeters circumference, that is more woman-sized, you're going to be able to wear this watch well. It is quite flat, and with a sloped flank, it will slide underneath the cuff, no problem at all. It is stainless steel, though, so it's more durable than any precious metal dress watch. It has dress watch qualities, though not exclusively dress watch qualities, as with a screw-down crown and 60-meter water resistance, you could surface swim this watch. The hand finishing of the bracelet links, as well as the case and the bezel, are part of the highlight of the ownership experience. This is an extensively hand-finished watch inside and out. You can see removable links here affixed by pins and sleeves. So if you want to size this at home, you will need a block and punch. High-tech materials, however, are used. We have a double deploying clasp with a clamshell lock. There's a Calatrava cross on the top, which is the symbol of Patek Philippe. But then you can see we have these little spring-loaded ceramic pin snaps. So over time, whereas conventional clasps will eventually lose some of their tightness and sharpness, the steel can never wear down those little ceramic pin snaps, so the tolerances will remain tight. The case is built in a sandwich fashion with a case back, a mid case, and then the bezel with its little clamshell locks comes down and locks the case together. So you can see the crown is rather recessed. There's a crown guard structure. All that is for both aesthetics and protection of the crown. We have a rounded polygon for the bezel, and of course this harks back to the Gerald Genta original, the first Nautilus designed by Genta in 1976. That was the 3700. Cover up the dial, and this watch is identical in its basic proportions and design to all of the classic Nautilus models. But you're getting more here. You're getting complexity. We have a gradient dial. This was introduced in 2006 on all of the anniversary models back in the 30th anniversary of the Nautilus. The gradient fades from light silver blue at the center to dark blue, almost navy at the edge. The hands and all of the indices are white gold, so they won't oxidize or tarnish over time. You can see this is a 4-dot power reserve dial. 48-hour power reserve, automatic winding, constant seconds. We have a coaxial Moonphase and date display. And the watch has plenty of lume. You'll have absolutely no difficulty reading this watch in the dark. You can also see that the timepiece is thin. Though it has all these complications added on top, it is slender by virtue of its caliber 240 micro-rotor automatic. So on a 5711, you're going to get a center rotor automatic. Here you get the micro-rotor automatic. This is generally reserved for high complications, perpetual calendars, and Moonphase watches at Patek Philippe. So there's a micro-rotor with ceramic rotor bearings for high-efficiency winding. It is a 22-karat rotor energizing a 48-hour power reserve. We have the Patek Philippe seal, 6-position adjustment, and an anti-magnetic silicone hairspring, which means this watch is attested to run no worse than -3 + 2 seconds a day from the factory. It beats away at a classical 21,600 vibration per hour beat rate, and with the combination of the 6-position adjustment and the free sprung architecture, It is both precisely adjusted and quite durable. Now, the watch is a handsome one, front or back. As you can see, we have mirrored anglage on the edge of every bridge, as well as in the jewel and screw sinks. There's engine turning in both large and medium perlage fashion on the base plate. You can also see that we have linear Côte de Genève on both the rotor and the bridges, black polished screw heads with chamfered slots, as well as circumference. Then you can see the little locating pegs used to help locate some of the bridges. Those have also been black polished on their top. All that, and it pivots on 29 jewels. Remember, 6-position adjustment is one more than the chronometer standard of 5, so Patek goes above and beyond with this watch. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.